Hello, my name's Greg. We're going to make a video for Proxima Centauri. They've built this Centauri adapter control center for either a conventional bladder tank or a variable drive, and it's being run off the air chamber of a bladder tank. So this is what it looks like when it comes in the package. And we get that out. And this particular one is set up for a pressure switch. It's got a O-ring seal there that goes down against the switch, and inside there it's got a flat O-ring for a gauge. And then here's one for a transducer or a pressure sensor. It's got a female coupler. Those are interchangeable, so you can interchange these in either valve body. So to get the rest of the stuff out, it's got a wafer nut, and it looks like that. And it goes on the Schrader valve to lock this in, and it got an instruction here for it. And this top half is about everything it can do for you, and this bottom half is a pretty detailed instruction description of do's and don'ts. And so we'll get that out of the way, and we'll get to installing this. Take your valve cap off, and then put that on. You don't want to force that on, just you should be able to roll that down finger tight, just like that, every time. And then take this unit here, and you have to take the coupler plug out before you screw that in, because that'll start blowing air out if you don't. So you take this out, and like that. And there's a check valve down inside there to contain the air. So while I got this all apart, I try to install the gauge in there. So when you're doing that, you start that in there, and it goes real easy. You don't need any pipe dope, you don't need any thread sealant, and it gets down there, and you can feel that rubber squashing right there. So then what I do is take this 9/16, and you can see we're just going to roll that around. And I'm only using one wrench. You can get a hold of that pretty good by hand to make that all happen. So now we're ready to install it on the tank. And you get that lined up, and they go on real easy. You just go like that. And if you listen real carefully, you can hear a little air leaking. And so there, we're getting close. So let's go around. You don't put a wrench on this, you just get that just like that. Once you're there, you tighten that up. And then I install this. It's an O-ring fitting, goes into there, and it seals that right against that surface. So you take that and put that in there, and you can see that going down there, and you can see a gap between there. So I just use one wrench and get that on there, and you can get that tight enough. It'll come right down to close that gap up so the two metal surfaces touch. And that's it. And once you have that all in place, kind of there's your pinhole right there for going through there, just like that. So you just get that lined up. And then kind of the neat thing is you can read your bladder pressure right away. Watch this. See that go right up? So you get that all lined up. You put that in there, and you're locked in. Before you would do that though, you would wire that together. So there you are. So we'll take this off here, because this is a 40-60 pressure switch, so the cut-in is 40. And like normally somebody would want like a 2 or 3 pound variance. Well, in this particular application you want to have like a 5, so we're 46, so you can either add or let air out in this situation right here. We'll take that down to 35. Need to come off a little more. There, we're close. And then we'll do this right here. We'll do a little leak test. And you'll see that foam a little bit there. And that foam's okay, because I'm going to show you what a leak looks like then. Let's just loosen this up. That's what a leak will look like. So you see its foam's just setting there, but you can see it growing right there on that leak. So we'll tighten that back up. And we don't see any foam growing, so we know we don't have a leak. And then at some point you want to put this back on. And you always make sure you get that good and tight. And this also works as a swivel, so wherever you can move it around to suit where your wires want to be. And so that's it. Thank you very much for watching.